Turns out 2021 is just as bizarre and unprecedented as 2020. Except it's all good things that keep happening. What are they? Guy in his basement develops a cure for cancer and gives it away for free. The guy who figured out insulin tried to give that shit away for free, and look what happened with that. The discoverer of insulin, Frederick Banting, sold his patent to the University of Toronto for $1 because he thought it would save many lives. But the pharmaceutical companies made some minor changes and then patented that. That's why they can sell it for these exorbitant prices. Banting and his colleagues would be spinning in their graves today. They can sell it at exorbitant price because of the American healthcare system. Insulin. A dose, not a dose, a standard unit, is worth less than $15 in many countries. It turns out cancer is your body trying to heal itself. Researchers figure out a way to get all cancers to instead act as a healing factor. Do we really want 7 billion Deadpools running around? But no cancer would be a good thing. Sir David Attenborough is declared immortal. I find a job that makes me happy and does pay me enough to be alive. And I will either learn to be happy alone or find someone to love. Learn to be happy alone and then find someone to love. Best of both. Mental illness is cured. All of them. Just like that. Aliens, but they're the good kind. Like Vulcans, but fun and Shrexy. They cure all our diseases, give us the secret of perpetual clean energy, and adopt us as their little sister planet. They think we're cute and fun to have around. Vulcans are fun and Shrexy. Then we frick the shoot out of these aliens. It's been the plan all along. Good. Execute Order 69. Good soldiers follow orders. That meteor that hits Earth is an alien spaceship, and they set up alien internet so we can learn all their science. Apparently this is the plot of a lot of movies and shows. Learn all their science. That's a weird way to say watch Alien. 2021 will be District 9, but everyone will be clapping them alien cheeks. Can we kill it? Can we eat it? Can we hump it? Literally humans when they find anything new that's alive. But can it blend? Ireland will have 4 actual seasons as opposed to winter rain, spring rain, summer rain and autumn rain. And California and the Southwest USA gets it instead. And unicorns are real. They are. They just have shooty personalities. I was in Ireland during a heatwave in the early 2000s and wow, you could really spot the locals. They all turned bright red. Lomeo, I got the worst sunburn of my life in Ireland 6 years ago, and my fiancé makes fun of me for it to this day. Of course you should wear sunscreen. You got sunburned in Ireland. Who gets sunburned in Ireland? A meteor lightly impacts the Earth in the middle of the ocean, killing no one. But not just any meteor. This one has bacteria on it that mysteriously cures blindness, deafness, diabetes, and all forms of dementia. Not cancer? Well geez, I guess people like first commenters. Also what I have to say is I don't think that post was top at the time, so I was like dang, this guy cured everything except cancer. Must have a grudge against someone. Frick cancer. 3-state solution in the Middle East out of nowhere. 5-state solution is the best. 3 to live in harmony. The other 2 to continue fighting each other. Those 3 will be fine, until the Fire Nation attacks. I think the Fire Nation will be busy with overcoming its presidential election results, so they've got quite some time. I for one think our democratic process would benefit greatly from the inclusion of the Agni Kai. Sugar is now good for you in large doses. I'm gonna live forever. Shut up Liam Gallagher, it's both of us. Tyson goes inside. Don't you tell me how to live. Stay inside, man, for the love of God. There are people outside. And dangerous pancakes. Watch out. I still get to work from home. I am so much more productive and comfortable when I WFH. I've also become a lot more confident speaking up in meetings and client presentations. I hope WFH never ends. I hope the Ovid part ends soon though. A rash of benevolent billionaires begin hacking into people's accounts, that is student loans, mortgages, credit cards, and paying them off. It's illegal cause they are hacking into your accounts and accessing all your but no one wants to prosecute them for it since it's benefiting them. Except the debt companies. They want that shit to stop. Me quitting drugs and feeling happy. Well, considering 2020 has had something crazy happen almost every month, this is what I'd propose. Jen, rather than crazy bushfires in Australia, they invent an effective eradication method for COVID-19. 99% effective that basically reduces it to a cold. It's released to the world and enables all countries to stabilize. February more unprecedented global free trade deals between most major powers. enabling nearly every country to financially recover and begin to prosper after 2020. APR the top 10% wealthiest people in the world decide to donate 10% of their funds back to society as a thank you to the world. This should effectively raise the socio-economic state of the bottom 50% of people, increasing overall spending and helping small businesses around the world recover. June-July, peace in the Middle East. The people of the Middle Eastern countries, fed up with their quality of life, finally get peace. Rebuilding of many destroyed cities and towns, a major upgrade to infrastructure in the areas. August-October, cure for some forms of cancer is finally achieved. Mass rollout across the world, breakthroughs in other cancer treatments. November deck, contact with our first alien race. Peaceful negotiations begin along with the trade of information and technology. A new age of enlightenment begins. Plot twist. The aliens manufactured 2020 to save us from ourselves. The world almost collapsing at the end of 2020 is the trigger that helps us overcome our societal issues and create a new, better, more united world. This better world is what allows them to officially breach the Prime Directive and welcome. If they hadn't done 2020, we might have destroyed ourselves or never managed. David Bowie returns from his home planet after hearing what a shoot show we've become. I told my friend that everything went to shoot after David Bowie left. I'm glad someone is on the same wavelength, lol. 2016 was an absolutely shoot year for celebrity deaths. I think it fricked up the equilibrium and veered us into the darkest timeline. Ocean temperature drops and the Arctic freezes solid and thick. This will likely get buried, but I am a climate scientist, so I have to mention this wouldn't necessarily be a good thing either. It would equally frick up local and regional climate connections. This would be the opposite of global warming, but would still be climate change and can shift climate patterns. For example, an abrupt drop in northern hemisphere temperature can actually result in severe drought in places like the Caribbean because of changes in ocean-atmosphere connections and sea surface temperature. Salinity. Source. Myself, I guess, because I did my PhD on developing and applying paleoclimate proxies for looking at drought and hurricanes in groundwater. I am a climate scientist. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much dread and panic does the insights and knowledge of your profession give you day to day? My existential dread has been compressed and pressurized so much it is basically a shiny diamond now. Climate scientist thinks current outlook is diamonds. My dog beats cancer. I second this wholeheartedly. I hope the best for your dog, my man. Turns out low-carb diets are actually bad for you. Krispy Kreme diet is real. Calories in, calories out. Me being an intellectual eats only 8 Krispy Kremes a day so I can stay in my caloric deficit. Dogs only die when their owners do so that no one is sad. But what if the owner has children who also love the dog? Immortal dogs it is. But then every owner it will ever know will die. Immortal dogs with short memories it is. We discover something that actually make our body understand that we don't need all that fat and everyone can eat whatever they want. New technology are out, creating both the need for new employees and an easier life for everybody. Nuclear fusion technology is perfectly rendering electricity dirt cheap, and everybody gets an electric car. VR becomes affordable, alongside treadmills, and gamers actually get in shape, whilst playing Elder Scrolls 6. I could keep going for a while. Like Elder Scrolls 6 will be released next year. Best case scenario is Skyrim on your phone. Korean reunification. Depends on who's in charge, lol. Best Korea, of course. Politicians actually start working to benefit the people. Of all the things here, this is hands down the least believable and likely. It's happened once, I think. Yes, it actually happened once in my dream. There's a COVID-20 pandemic, but this one just makes everyone shoot cash. My wife gets a kidney transplant and we might be able to get our lates on a sibling. It's bizarre and will probably not happen, but it's a good thing. We're hoping for a kidney next year too. Fingers crossed for all of us. My condolences on the loss of your son. Sounds like it's been a tough few years. January. Vaccine comes. It's free and has no side effects. February. Movies that was supposed to be released 2020 all come out and the theaters are full of masterpieces. March. Up-and-coming artists and authors have spent the lockdown sitting down to write and create. We're starting to see the results of that. April. Lou Bega releases Mambo No. 6 and it is all people can think about this month. May. Turns out that climate change was a hoax. The climate just had a rough century and has learned to chill out more. June. An alien escapes Area 51. Turns out he is a nice dude and guests all the late-night talk shows. on the inevitable Joe Rogan Apar and say both do DMT and learn so much about each other. July. No one know why or how it happened, but suddenly money just isn't an issue anymore. August. The whole alien thing from June has started to affect how we view each other on the planet. We are seeing a drastic and long-lasting decline in terrorism and crime. September. God bless us all. October, November. Finally some normal and mundane events. December. Home Alone remake with the original cast. All I Want for Christmas is eradicated. You got a memorable present, and you made everyone truly happy with the ones you gave. I didn't even know I wanted Mambo No. 6 until now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-6 Everybody stuck at home. So come on, let's watch Netflix.